Hi everyone and welcome to the Syrinscape channel. Syrinscape is an app that adds a movie-like soundtrack to your games. We make the official content for some of the world's biggest TTRPGs, including Pathfinder, Starfinder, Call of Cthulhu, Cyberpunk Red, and of course, Dungeons and Dragons. So if you want to grab some epic sounds for your epic games, then head on over to Syrinscape.com and grab yourself a 30-day free trial right now. I'm Vicki, I'm the Syrinscape social media ambassador, and this is my show, SoundSet Roulette. It's an hour-long community-focused show where you can come and get the latest updates about the latest releases from Syrinscape. We'll look at some community highlights, and then we'll get into the main bulk of the show, which is SoundSet Roulette, where I'm going to spin 3 wheels. We're going to get 3 results, and we're going to make a quick sound set from those results. So hi everybody, how are you doing? Yes, I did the intro and I didn't get too distracted. How was that for you? How is everyone today? Bronx Smash, how are you doing? Good to see you in chat today. Yes, I'm really excited to be back. We took a week off last week. I was not very well. I had completely lost my voice. So that was fun. I think we got a little bit of a taste of what was happening in the previous week. Chris, welcome back. Yeah, my voice is just about back. I'm still struggling with a cough. So if I do cough during the show, I do apologise. Hopefully I'll keep it to a minimum. But yes, I am still struggling with a bit of a cough. But feeling much better and my voice is back. Good to have you both here. Let's crack straight on. Evil Scotsman, welcome. Now, I don't need to say sorry, I missed last week, did you? No, you don't need to say sorry I missed last week, because there wasn't a show last week. Yeah, completely lost my voice. Couldn't have even done a show if I always want to do the show, but I literally couldn't have managed it last week at all. But great to have so many of you here in chat today. Let's crack on and see what Syrinscape is releasing, shall we? This looks a little bit more lively since the last time. We have been cracking on and making lots of cool official content. So our latest releases include Pathfinder, Strength of Thousands Chapter 4, Secrets of the Temple City, which actually blew me away. It was really surprising. Very, very, very good indeed. Very different as well. So if you're interested to see what that is all about, then go and have a little listen. We've also released some official Call of Cthulhu, Two-Headed Serpent, Chapter 6, The Belgian Congo, The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, A Feywild Adventure Part 4, which I actually haven't listened to yet. I've been so excited for all the Witchlight stuff, and I've just completely skipped, because we've released so much cool stuff, I've completely skipped over it. I haven't even listened to Part 4 yet. So I can't, oh my gosh, I need to go and get on that straight away, but maybe after the show. And last week we released Syrinscape Originals, a Syrinscape Original, Icy Forest, which really confused Ben, because Ben lives in Australia and Ben had no idea what snow or ice or anything was. So yeah, that was interesting as well. This week we are releasing some official Cyberpunk Red content for Trauma Team. I'm very excited to be releasing that, and more to come. So coming soon, more official Wild Beyond the Witchlight content, more official Call of Cthulhu Two-Headed Serpent content, more official Pathfinder Strength of Thousands content, and some more Syrinscape Originals. So yeah, we have released loads of good stuff and still more to come. Did you guys know that we released new stuff every single week? Well, you do now. Here we go. Here is some community highlights. I love doing community highlights. I love showing off what you guys have shared with me. Bronx Smash said, yes, I did. I did know that you release new stuff every week. Is it because of this show? Is it? Yeah. So last week I shared this Syrinscape setup, so I do these every Friday. I love to share how you guys are using Syrinscape in your games. Everyone uses it completely differently. I haven't seen a single setup that has been exactly the same as someone else's. Some people use it on stream decks, some people use just it on their phone, or you know, some people are using just their laptops or a tablet. You know, some people have got really high-tech setups, low-tech setups. Some people are using it online, offline. However you're using it, I love to see it because I am so nosy. I just love to take a little peek behind the DM screen and see how you're using it. So this one here was shared by Ian V. James on Twitter, who is part of the Weave the Tale crew. So very kind of him to share this with us. And that is quite a high-tech setup, I would say. There's a lot going on there, and great to see that Syrinscape is being used in that setup. Bronx Smash said, yes, I most definitely did. Your show informed me. There you go. There you go. Where would you be without my show? What, you wouldn't know what was going on, would you? You wouldn't know what we were releasing. It's not like we do a quirky teaser every week. But yes, I am nosy. I'm sure that everyone else is really nosy as well, because everyone else seems to be enjoying seeing these. I think DMs, or even as a player, it's always really nice to see what goes on behind the screen. It's nice to be a little bit nosy and see how everyone else is using it. It might even help to give you some inspiration for your own setup. So yeah, if you have got a Syrinscape setup, if you're using Syrinscape in your game, just take a little picture, just get your phone out, take a little picture, and tag us in it on Twitter, on Instagram, on the forum, however you want to share it. Please do share it. Let us see behind the screen, and the next Syrinscape setup we share could be yours. So I do these every Friday, so keep a lookout, and obviously I then put them here on a Tuesday. This is something that I love doing. I call these conversation starter posts because it gets this conversation moving. It gives us a chance to interact and a reason to talk to each other, because I love talking to you guys. So I put these out on a Monday, and I think they're just a bit of fun to start the week. And last week I asked for you to continue this story in the comments. It didn't quite go how I wanted it to. Everyone had their own story. I was hoping that the comments would just continue from the previous comment, but I really liked how this went. So let's see what this story ends up being. So you awake to find yourself in a sparsely furnished cottage. An open fire burns nearby and the smell of cooking fills the air. You have no idea how you got here. And I want to share some of the best responses with you. So if you get involved in this and put your answers out, be aware that your answer might be in here. Your name might have been removed for privacy reasons. I do share some of them. Some people seem to be okay with me adding their names, some people are not. So memories fleeting, a gracious face of kind beauty leans over you, your still resting body of exhaustion, speaking to say, it's not a dream, darling. This is the beginning of the entrance to your preference of personal heaven. I think that's lovely. You wake up and you're like, ooh, I get to choose what heaven I get into. Cool. I get to choose my idea of heaven. Wicked. It takes a moment for the last wisp of dreams to leave as you rub the sleep from your eyes. The blanket is rough but well made as you toss it off yourself. Your clothes remain the same as you walk to bed. Good luck if you sleep nude. A small table with one crude stool sits next to the fireplace, a pot with some kind of stew bubbles over the open flame. As you stand, a white note lays upon the table. Surprisingly, you can read it. Welcome. You have enough food for one day. The things you need are near you. You have 7 days. Survive, and you will be returned home. Fail? Well, don't fail. Good luck. I thought that one was really intriguing. Like, you've just got to survive for 7 days in this cottage. Like, what could possibly go wrong? Like, and then we got this one. As the door swings open, a raven swoops in, missing your head by inches. Startled by the bird, you reach for your staff and you use it to help your brittle old bones shift to one knee, then to stand fully. Not having eaten a solid meal for days, your stomach grumbles deeply at the peculiar aromas, heavy in the air. And then this next one kind of carries on from that, which is kind of cool. You call out your raven familiar, kicking yourself for not sleeping properly to ensure enough time to prepare your spells and cantrips. But you alert nothing except a pair of shuffling feet outside, muffled by the thatch walls. As the footsteps draw near, the smell of the cooking becomes more peculiar. One that you can't place outside of a primal dread it causes to rise up your spine. Then the thin and shedding door begins to open as sunlight spills into the area. Oh, I wonder what that is. I want someone to go and finish these off and tell me what happens next, because that's really intriguing. Like, why does the smell of the food become really peculiar, and why does it cause dread to rise up? And who's going to come in through the door? This one was quite in-depth. This is 4 continuous comments. So let's see how this goes. So you've awoken to find yourself in the cottage. The smell of cooking fills the air. You've no idea how you got there. Someone is asleep in the chair beside your bed, hands covered in bloodied gloves. You know the face? You think. You try to move and you feel a sharp stabbing pain. Looking down, you're heavily bandaged. There are other voices, sombre, tired voices, distantly familiar. The one beside you snores lowly and a door creaks open. Another vaguely familiar face. Pointed ears, glassy eyes, shortcut hair, bandages on their body, though not as red-stained as your own. Holy hells, they actually did it! Guess I owe our friends a few gold. And a smirk is given. The smirk turns away to call into the room behind them. Another miracle worked. Get another plate set. Stepping into the room, a wince given at your wounds. I really should learn to dodge. Axe got through that armour like a knife through butter. And then others start to enter as well. Cheers are had, jokes made, the sombre tone turned to one of relief and joy. You know these people. You think. They seem to know you and are happy you're alive, judging by the things said. They're clearly your friends. They keep saying a name. Your name. Your friends. Your party. I loved this one. I loved it. And then this one says, you glance around the room, seeking to understand the situation better, when you spot 7 white furry rabbits, each sitting patiently behind their own food bowl, and all of them staring at you, noses and tails twitching. And then I asked if they have names. I was like, oh my god, please tell me they have names. And I was met with this ranging. Someone said, of course they have names, of course, ranging in all the colours of the rainbow from red to violet. They're labelled Prissy, Francie, Dopsy, Wussy, Doofsy, Glossy, and Ivan von Gliven, destroyer of garden beds and fleer of large leaves. Currently, Prissy seems to be the most impatient of the group, with his little rabbit paw pounding on the wooden floors dramatically. I really want someone to go and finish this one off. Like, what is the deal with these rabbits? So if you want to go back onto... There we go, we finished this. If you want to go back onto Facebook, Twitter or Instagram and finish any of these stories off, obviously they won't appear here, but it means that I can carry on reading them and find out what happens next. If any of those piqued your interest, then go and finish off the story. I'd love us to create a story together and figure out, why are we in this cottage? How did we get here? Who are we? Yeah, please go and get involved in that. Right, let us crack on with the biggest part of the show, which is SoundSet Roulette. We now have about 40 minutes, give or take, about 40 minutes to create a randomly generated sound set. Now you guys have some channel points. If you have channel points, I've reduced them slightly because I'd like you to get some more respins in. But if we spin these wheels and there is a result that isn't to your liking, then feel free to respin one of my wheels. But for those of you new here, these are my wheels. This is how we're going to build our sound set. So closest to me, we've got environmental factors. So things like rain, thunder and lightning, things like thunder, I've already said that, things like earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, that sort of thing. Hail, I've taken hail off, I think, because we realised that we don't have hail. But yes, those are environmental factors. In the middle there are locations, and at the end there are enemies. I'm just going to take a little sip of my tea and then we'll get cracking. But I'd love your help making this sound set. Nearly threw that all over my face. That would have been fun. Okay, so yes, I'm going to need your guys' help making this sound set. I'll need your input in, like, if there's a certain type of music that you like or a certain noise that you want to hear. But let's find out where we are journeying today. What are we going to be making? Strong winds. I do love some strong winds. It depends where we are, though. Let's see. Strong winds in a lab. Okay, we haven't done a lab before. This is exciting. Strong winds lab and zombies. Ooh, okay. Strong winds, laboratory, zombies. Right. Does anyone want to respin anything? Has anyone got any points? Does anyone want to respin? I'm quite happy with that. I know that we've got some amazing zombie noises, so I'm very, very happy with zombies. Very happy indeed with zombies. Does anyone want to respin anything? I'm tempted to get rid of strong winds. I'm tempted to get rid of strong winds. Anybody? Anybody got the points? Anybody want to respin, or shall we go straight ahead and do it? Okay, let's continue. So we're doing strong winds in a laboratory with zombies. Maybe we have to escape from the lab. I always like to come up with a narrative, like, how does this happen? How does this come about? Like, how have we ended up in this situation? So maybe we're in a lab. Maybe there is a zombie outbreak in the lab and we have to escape. But when we get outside, it is windy. So we could have a secondary location here. Just like a city street. Like a city street that's windy. I'm going to go with that. So we're going to have a secondary location, which we haven't done before. So let's head on over here to the master interface, also known as the SoundSet Creator. I always call it the master interface. It's rare that you'll hear me call it the SoundSet Creator, but you can use those things interchangeably. They're exactly the same thing. So we're going to create a randomly generated sound set. And this bit always looks really scary. When you look at the master interface for the first time, it's really intimidating. Where would you even begin? Now, I'm using the new search beta. So this is our new search function, which is in beta at the moment. It's still being worked on. But anyone can get their hands on this beta. So if you are creating your own sound sets, or if you're using the master interface, or you want to have a go at making your own sound sets, if you want to experiment and have a play, first off, you'll need to be a super siren to do that. And also you'll need to opt in your account, opt in to test experimental features, which you can do by going into here and go to your account and then just opt in. So underneath all your login information, there's a little box that just said opt in to test experimental features, and that will give you access to this search over here, that's what we're going to use. This is my most preferred method of making sound sets now. It's amazing. You can filter by genre, you can filter by type of element, you can filter by status. It's just amazing. So you can even filter by community content there as well. First thing we need to do is create a sound set. I've actually already created one here. But to create your sound set, you just click this plus here where it says sound sets. We're going to go into our untitled sound set and go into properties. Oh gosh, I already have an element there. I must have started this one earlier. But let's just get rid of this element for now. We don't need that. You didn't see that. You didn't see it. But the first thing we want to do is title our sound set. This is actually SoundSet Roulette episode 17. Can you believe that? SoundSet Roulette 17. I don't know. Zombie outbreak. We'll go with that. So now that's called SoundSet Roulette 17 Zombie Outbreak. And I think what I want to do first is get into that lab. So we're going to do lab. Then we're going to do zombie outbreak, and then I think we are going to run for our lives and find a way out onto a city street. The zombies are probably going to be out there too, to be honest, and it's going to be windy out there. So that's the direction that I'm going with that. So first off, let's find a lab. I'm going to type in lab. I'm going to filter by moods. And let's see what happens. I'm also going to shift this into sci-fi, the category. A cloning lab, a lab entrance. Let's have a listen to cloning lab. There's a lot here that I've never listened to before. I don't think I've ever listened to like lab sounds. Well, that's pretty spot on, isn't it? And this is new. This is from Two-Headed Serpent Chapter 6, Belgian Congo. I I am going to go with this. I think this sounds very labby. Very labby indeed. So I'm just going to copy that across. That will then appear in here in the moods. Cool. So if we go over to here and save mood, save current state. Wonderful. So that brings all the elements across. So already it's starting to look less bare and less intimidating. We've already got one mood. So if you think of a mood as like a scene in a movie, we're going to have our lab, then we're going to have our zombie outbreak, and then we're going to have our escape, and then we're going to be in the Windy City. So that is really cool there. What else do we think that we would find? I am actually going to find... I know that we've got some mechanical kind of hisses and things, dripping water. Yeah, we can have dripping water for sure. Mechanical... I want to go for like a mechanical type noise. Mechanical arm. Let's have a little listen. Minor illusion. Hi, I'm back and forth from my computer today, but I'm tuning in as much as I can. Thank you very much. Do I want mechanical arm? No, that's too mechanical, isn't it? I think. I think maybe let's keep it quite simple. But yeah, we can definitely have some... I think I want some electric, like, sparks and stuff. Electric shocks. Yeah, let's get some electric shocks in there as well. Because why not? We'll turn those down. And actually the cauldron... And I'm going to have some flipping pages, like you're researching and stuff, but I will put some dripping in there as well. Flipping pages. Let's try and stick with the Call of Cthulhu kind of vibe, actually. I'm going to do that one, but I'm also going to turn that right down. That turned right down. Let's get some dripping water as suggested by Evil Scotsman. This is sounding pretty good. I'm happy with the lab. I'm happy with how the lab sounds, I think. I am literally just gonna put in science, typing, scientific. Let's just see what comes up if I type in like sciencey type. Scientific periphery. No, that doesn't work. I'm just gonna type in lab again, and I just want to see what comes up if anything else piques my interest. Lab peripherals. No, that's to basement lab sounds. Don't think that's quite lab music stabs. That could be fun. That could be fun. Let's pop those in. Why not? And then I think we're done for the lab. So let's move straight on to the zombies. So I'm going to duplicate this mood. Start working down here. Zombie outbreak. So we've got all of this going on. So now we want, I'm going to go undead because our undead growls and things are just brilliant. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, they're terrifying. But we're gonna... Oh. These are really, really quite terrifying. Oh god. So, we've gone with the zombie outbreak. Now we need some like zombie battle music. And some more like stabs. I'm just going to turn those off just for now. I'm going to save current state because these are actually pretty scary. So I'm just going to turn these off for now just so I don't scare myself too much before bedtime. But let's try and find some... I'm going to go for horror stab because why not? And I'm also going to start looking for music. Musical horror stabs. Okay, I'm back on video mode, no worries. I think let's... So I'm gonna save that, and then I want to get some like... I want to get some zombie battle. This is really scary. Okay, we want some really good battle music. I don't think that quite does it. So, let's look at undead battle. Whoops. Oh, this is really scary. Undead for dinner. This is kind of perfect, isn't it? You need some of that dubstep. This is kind of perfect, isn't it? This is kind of perfect. That's perfect. That's like really, that would really get you like panicked, like, oh my god, how are we gonna get out of this? This is really quite intense. So we could actually make it less intense. We could have the zombies like less often. So let's do that. Let's make the undead slightly less often. So let's have the delay between samples to be slightly longer. So let's just have them not quite as intense, because that could get quite intense quite quickly. So I think let's just have them less. less. Because Vicky's already getting scared. I'm terrified of zombies. Should probably not let you know my biggest fears. Okay, let's try this again. So I'm just going to keep it as this. That's a bit less intense, isn't it? Slightly less intense, but still would get you moving if you were in battle. And I am going to duplicate the mood again. We're going to duplicate all of this. Bring that down slightly. Gonna try and find some city streets. And let's try and find some cyberpunk streets. City on alert, zombie apocalypse. Yes. This is sounding really good. We don't want that. This sounds really good. So now we need to introduce the strong wind element. We need to make it windy. And I'm going to turn those zombies are going to be behind us now, so I'm going to turn those down slightly. This is sounding so good. turn these down ever so slightly. So they are still very much... And I think... we should probably have like people running as well. Let's put in the wind, storm wind. It's really windy in the Windy City. Let's have some running as well. Running. Storm wind, soldiers marching. Let's have some shouting as well. I'm just kind of in my own little head right now. I'm really enjoying this. Adults panicking. Add those in. Have them not be so distant. Panicking. Delay. I think this sounds really good. Okay, we've made that really, really quickly. Came together super fast. Oh, let's put a helicopter in. If we can. I want to put a helicopter in. There we go. I feel like we've done it. I feel like we've done it. That didn't take long at all. Sounds good. Thanks, Minor Illusion. Yeah, I'm really happy with that, actually. Wow, it seems to be going... Yeah, it is. This music is called Undead for Dinner. But yeah, I definitely think that as I'm doing more and more of them, I think it's coming together much quicker. Let's investigate this music for you. Undead for Dinner. It's called Syrinscape Mythic Battles. Syrinscape Mythic Battles. There you go. I don't recognise that from the D&D. Yes, it's actually from Strength of Thousands. You Do you have a strong wind yet? Yes, I have. Yeah. If we look in Windy Street. It's very windy. We've got a storm wind. We've come out into a windy city street. So... turn that up a little bit more if you like. Yes, we have. We've got... Okay, I was hearing it, just one earbud in at the moment. No worries, that's fine. That happened to me the other day. Yeah, I've gone very much with like... Is this from Spent the Thousands? I'm not sure. I think I made that up. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, I've gone very sort of sci-fi-ish with this one. Let's take it back to the beginning. Go back into the lab. Maybe we need to have like some sort of explosion or something. So maybe I can duplicate this mood and put some kind of explosion in. Or like a malfunction. Because at the moment it's just like cloning lab and then zombies. Yeah, undead for dinner. So we've gone from cloning lab to just zombies. Do we think we need some kind of like catastrophic event that triggers that? Like an explosion or like a lab meltdown almost? Like a lab meltdown? Perhaps? Do we think we need that? What do we reckon? And then we can put in some like alarms and things like that. Or shall we leave it as it is? We've got 10 more minutes to work on it if we want to. What do you guys think? Shall we have some catastrophic event that releases the zombies? There are alarms and buzzers and all of that kind of thing. Yeah, we can go full meltdown. Let's do it. I'm going to duplicate again then. And it's put it at the bottom, so we're just going to move it up here. And we're going to do... First off, I'm just going to stop calling it... Well, it could be a cloning lab. It really could. Let's go cloning lab meltdown. Maybe they're trying to make clones and instead they make zombies. So let's have some kind of I don't know. Let's have like some kind of explosion. Some kind of explosion that I think is just going to trigger at the start. So if we have a one-shot explosion. Can we get a clip of Bill Murray saying human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria? What is that from? What are you on about? I mean, I recognise the quote, but I can't remember which film from. From Ghostbusters. I should have known. Should have known. Yeah, I mean, you probably could put that in. I'm not going to do it, but you probably could. I love Bill Murray. He's great. Let's try and get some kind of... Let's try and get some kind of... I think that's a bit... I mean, that's probably the best one. Do we need an explosion, or can we just have like we could just have some I know what we could have. I'm going a bit crazy now, but Maybe we could have some... Yeah, I'm thinking shattering glass, but I'm thinking about having some... Not thunder, like earthquake tremors. Electrical type sounds. Yeah. I am thinking about... Let's get some electrical... Let's get some electric and shattering glass in here and just see what happens. But we're gonna have a meltdown. Electric sparks, electric shocks, electric sparks. An electric storm. We don't want an electric storm. An electric door. No, we don't want an electric door. But we could get some... Let's get some smashing glass, and then let's see. I wanted like a rumble, almost like almost like an explosion had gone off and you were just feeling it. Let's get some smashing glass and just create some chaos. Smashing glass, some stuff falling over. Let's find some sparks. Might be good for like a panel malfunction. Let's type in malfunction and see what happens. Malfunction. Definitely want some like rumble. Disturbing rumble. And some, we definitely want some like what else? Some like furniture. I don't know what this was all about. Furniture, like furniture falling over. Furniture, broken furniture. Nope. At the moment, it is. At the moment, I feel like I do need like an explosion of some sort. I feel like I need an explosion of some sort, just for the chaos. That's too big though. Maybe doors, like doors being broken open. I like the electrical sparks idea. I think we could hear maybe some like distant shouting, like maybe this has all happened in a different room with an explosion. You think an explosion? I just think the explosions are too much, you know? Let's go for a one-shot explosion. Let's find that one that I found before, because that was pretty good. I quite like that. Let's go with that. Let's pop that in. And then let's have that start at the start of the mood. Quite like that. A mood element starts with mood. And then let's have some alarms. That's quite intense, isn't it? See if there's like a warning message or anything like that. Containment has been compromised. That's pretty cool. Containment has been compromised. No, we don't like that one. That's too much. Oh, God. I'm loving this. I like the evacuation one. Let's type in evacuate and see if there's any more evacuate things. That sounded pretty good, actually. Interesting.
Warning, there's a level 4 containment in effect.
Pretty cool. I'm not going to use those. Just going to have that as it is. And then... we could even have some zombie growls now. And some... I think this sounds pretty good. We can have... I am liking this. Back to the normal lab. So let's go from the top then. So we've just got normal lab. Just going about your business. That explosion should have come in at the beginning. I think that alarm needs to come in slightly later. Have a little delay on it. So it should have a little delay on it. There we go. Mode save current, and then just again make sure that that hasn't unticked. Right, we're going to go through it from start to finish and then we're going to end the show. Let's pop these away just for now. I think that we've done a real good job. The explosion didn't. Oh, I hate it when that doesn't happen. Lots of different explosions in here. god, that alarm. I think that we should continue to have that alarm. Take down. Sounds really good. Just gonna warning. I think that's really great. I think that's ready, guys. I think it's ready. I think she's ready. I'm really pleased with that. Right, we're done. I think that was great. So the story there was that we were in a cloning lab, some cloning went wrong, everyone turned into zombies, and then we had to escape out into the windy city streets. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. That was great. That was probably one of the quickest ones. Again, I think they're getting quicker and quicker every single week, every time we do these. But I find myself just becoming immersed in it. Like, I kind of ignore you guys. I'm really sorry. I kind of just become immersed in creating the sound sets. But it's really good fun. If you haven't tried to make your own sound set before, then really give it a go. If you haven't already got a free trial of Syrinscape, then what are you even doing? Grab yourself a free trial at the link that I've just posted in the chat there. 30-day free trial. If you cancel before your 30 days is up, then you pay absolutely nothing, but it gives you access to all of these wonderful features and all of this amazing content for free. So you can really go and try it, give it a go, and get a good sense of whether Syrinscape is going to make a difference to your games, and really get a sense of the scope for what you can do with this. It really is an amazing tool, and I definitely would not play my games without it. So I think that's it for today. I think we've created a fab sound set. I need to go away and just edit all of this ready for YouTube. But yes, feel free to pop along every Tuesday, converse with me, ask questions, learn some things. And yeah, I would love it if you would go ahead and create some of your own sound sets. Has any of you given it a go yet? Any of you had a little play and tried to make something for yourself? If you have, I'd love to know. But that's all from me for today. So yeah, I will see you all same time next week in the same place for some more SoundSet Roulette. Hi, and thanks for watching this episode of SoundSet Roulette. Now, if you want to go make your own sound sets, if you've learned some stuff and you want to give it a try for yourself, then please do head on over to Syrinscape.com and grab yourself a 30-day free trial and go and make some magic, go and make some of your own cool stuff. And if you want to learn some more things, then the entire SoundSet Roulette playlist is here. You can go and pick up some really cool tips and maybe even just follow along if you want to. If you do end up making some cool stuff, then let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know that you're making your own stuff. That would really make me happy. Until next week, I'll see you very soon. Bye.